Hey guys, welcome back to Vintage Halloween. I thought today it'd be really fun to just show y'all things that I have that are Halloween related from my childhood that I've kept over the years. I'm gonna get re-situated here in the chair. Yeah, it's just like really cute things I've had from my childhood because I was a Halloween enthusiast, of course, from back in the day. So I thought it'd be fun to show you those things. It's a fun mix of some decor items, some clothing items, and other things like that. Yeah, so that's gonna be today's video. If you are new to my channel, if you're just finding me, hi everyone, I'm Laura. Thank you guys so much for checking my channel out. I am just a big Halloween enthusiast. I love Halloween. I love to decorate over the top for Halloween every year. As you can see, I have a lot of Halloween decor here in my Halloween themed office, and I decorate year round. I also do Halloween art in my Etsy shop called Halloween Hill Studio. So you can find me on Etsy and then on Instagram under the Halloween Collector and Halloween Hill Studio. Okay, we are diving in. So, as a kid, I was like, I mean, I'm not the same as I am now, but like when I was a kid, I had like all the Halloween clothing. So I was like, if it was like late September, October, I had a Halloween themed outfit on. Like every day that I wore to school, every day I had multiple Halloween earrings that I would wear. I bought it at Claire's, the mall. Like I had Halloween sweaters, I had different Halloween socks, I had Halloween scrunchies. I had this one Halloween scrunchie that had scarecrows all over it, and I would just like wear the heck out of that. I wish I still had that. I do have one, so I have a couple clothing items from my childhood that I still have. The first are socks. So I was a crazy sock maniac back in the day, and these are the socks that I had. Just these fun witches with the cute, like little JOL with legs, like on the broomstick. So these I wore in elementary school. I wore these in elementary school. I had them, I still have them. I don't know why these ones survived and like pretty much everything else I had didn't. Maybe these were just with me when we moved to Texas. I feel like a lot of my stuff got tossed and moved to Texas because my dad was like cleaning out our attic. So unfortunately, a lot of my Halloween stuff was gone, but I'm so excited I still have these cute socks, and they're really in perfect condition. So I don't wear them, I just keep them here in my office, but they're just really fun. They just bring it back. Going to the mall in like the early 90s on a Friday night and using my allowance to buy some Halloween fun to wear to school. That was unforgettable. So I also went through like my Halloween sweater era back in like third, fourth grade through like sixth grade. And I had this epic sweater. I was able to find the exact same one on Etsy because I of course gotten rid of it. Y'all have seen me wear this before, but this is the sweater. So this is the front and these are the sleeves. And this thing is epic. I mean, all woven. There's a black cat on the sleeve. The back has a mohair ghost that says boo. I mean, come on now. Come on. It is the cutest thing ever. I could not believe that I found this on Etsy. It was the exact same one I had. I have a picture of myself like in sixth grade wearing this. But look at this boo. Look how cute that is. So I wore this to my neighbor's Halloween party this year and I loved it. Like, unfortunately, like it's like really hot in Texas in October, so I don't get to wear it a lot here, but hopefully, I want to go on more trips this year in fall so I can bust this out. But I had this as a kid, the exact one that I wore at least once a week during like spooky season, and I was obsessed with it. I had Halloween turtlenecks, I had everything, but this one I was really excited to find this on Etsy. Look at this little black cat. Look at this cutie patoot. Isn't that cute? I mean, hi. So those are my two items of sort of clothing. The next one, of course, is a craft piece. And of course, I was obsessed with all the Halloween, all the fall crafts, and I made this. It is a little sort of window light catcher. There you go. We can see what it looks like there. So you just hang this in the window. This is just, you know, tissue paper, hang in the window, and it just has that sort of Halloween feel to it. And I had this in our kitchen every year. I think I made this maybe 4 MP, Laura Lee on the back. So grade 4, I made this in 4th grade. I mean, how cute. I can't believe this survived. Like I still have this. So I don't hang it in the window now just because I don't want it to fade. It already has a hole in the nose there, but it's just so cute. I just love it. And I can't believe I still have like one of my Halloween crafts because I was really into it. I loved it. I also had, when I was a kid, a lot of Halloween dollhouse items. As you know, I'm obsessed with miniatures. I have a whole Calico Critter Village that I started in 2020. It's all decked out. I love decorating those houses. I love building my own furniture. I love doing miniatures. It's just sort of my side hobby. I don't share it a lot on here or on Instagram. You can see a little tour of my saved highlight stories of my Calico Critter Village. I could do a video of that if y'all are interested. But I had a lot of miniatures that were Halloween related because I had my huge pink dollhouse that I got in 2nd grade. I still have it downstairs. And so, unfortunately, most of those are gone. I do have this miniature scarecrow, and this is one, I don't know where I got this, probably at like the equivalent of like a Joann fabric, I'm guessing, in the early 90s. And I had this in the front of my dollhouse, because of course I had to decorate the dollhouse for Halloween, clearly. So this is just one of the pieces that survived. It's just like a full scarecrow on a little stand. It was $1.49. It doesn't say what store I got it in. I think it was like a Joann fabric, sort of that type of craft store, or like a Michael's, one of those things. Look at that little cute face. Anyway, so I was really glad that this survived, like that I had a piece from my childhood that survived from my dollhouse collection. That was mostly tossed. I do have a couple other things. I don't know where they are. I think they're in the abyss somewhere. Maybe I could do a future video on sort of Halloween miniatures. That could be a fun video to do and show you sort of my Calico Critter Village that's decorated for fall. I mean, I usually, in 2020, I would do like every single season because I mean, we're in quarantine. What are we supposed to do? Just like twiddle our thumbs. So, but I've left it fall for the past like 2 years because I'm just too lazy to pick up the little leaves. But there's a lot of details in there. That could be a fun video. Let me know if you want to see that. That is my scarecrow. And then, okay, who else had this? One of those cassette tapes from like CVS, the grocery store, that has spooky sounds. This is my Chamber of Horrors cassette. There's a lot of light shining on that. I hope you guys can see that. Chamber of Horrors, and this is, I think it says Voices, Sound, Music. I don't remember what is on this one specifically. If you guys remember, if you guys have it and you know like what the sounds were, because I had some that were like people moaning. I had some that were music, like that was like the Munsters theme song, and I had some like sort of howling wind ones, and they all blur together in my head, so I'm not sure which one this was. But I think I might have recorded over it like Dave Matthews Band or something in like middle school. I don't know. I labeled it side A and B, so I might have taped over it. I don't have anything that plays cassettes now, but this was from my childhood, and I would like play this, like if it was like stormy outside, I'd play this, and then I would build like haunted houses out of cardboard and like put my Calico Critters in it, and like this is like me as a 10-year-old. I think like no one is surprised. I feel like no one's surprised by that. Okay, so the next piece is one of like our only surviving pieces I actually have. I might be able to dig up some more at my dad's house, but it's one of our decor pieces from when I was a kid, and for some reason I hung it on one of my old costumes, so I have to hold up the costume with it. It's on the floor here. Let's see if I can cut it off. No, we'll just pull it up like this. But it's this huge skeleton die cut. It's like life size. It has the whole thing. The head like ripped off. We used to hang this on the front door of our house. Like the head like ripped in two. I just taped it back together. But this is like one of those jointed things that like you always had like out in the 90s. Like you'd have this on the front door, and like so we always had this on our front door, like our kitchen door. And I was just really happy that my dad still had it, and he's like, "Do you want this?" And I was like, "Yes." So it hangs up here in my office, and I just love him because he's just so stinking adorable. He's just iconic. Iconic 90s. The next two things are costumes that my mom made. So my mom is like very good and talented at sewing. She had her own business doing like little miniature pillows with people's names on that are really cute in the 80s. Like she like is really good at sewing. So she made our Halloween costumes, me and my brother. I'm not sure, I think she made some for my sister as well. I think she made her Beauty and the Beast Belle costume for my sister. This one is my felt bumblebee costume. And it's just, sorry guys, this is attached to it. But it's just like this little jumper you put over your head, and it's just made out of felt, and it has stripes. And I think we put like newspaper inside, and I just like, so I was like a round bumblebee. And then if you look in the back, my mom made the wings out of just like a clothes hanger and then contact paper. And so you can like maneuver the wings around and like shape them around. And then I had a little felt stinger on the back. And then this little hood. And then I had that my antenna were these two flashing skulls that had a battery pack, and they flash on and off. So that was my costume. I think maybe when I was in 2nd grade, I was a Bumblebee. So I'm thinking like 1988, 89. I think it would have been 89. It would have been 89. And so I have a story about this costume. So I was in Chickerley Elementary School in 2nd grade, and it was fall of 2nd grade, and I was a Bumblebee, and we all came to school in our costumes. And our principal dressed up as Kermit the Frog, and he led a parade through like the school, and like the parents came, and me and this other kid led the parade because like I guess they liked our costumes or something, and it was so exciting. It was so exciting to be at the front of this parade in this awesome costume. Like I was just so excited about it. I'm like, this is so cool. So I still have this. I have my Bumblebee costume my mom made that I wore in 2nd grade. I still have it. So that was one thing I was really glad that I still had. I'm gonna put it over here. And also that I had the foresight, like as a teenager when we moved to Houston, to keep these things and to hold on to them. I have another one she made me in 6th grade. It's in the abyss, and I don't have it out right now, but it is a Hershey Kiss costume, and I was a Hershey Kiss in 6th grade. Metallic, hers says Hershey on it. It is like the full thing my mom also made. The next one is another costume I have on the floor. I'm gonna pick up and show you guys. This is my legendary, infamous black cat costume, and it's just made out of fun fur. It's just a little suit you step into, and then the back has the tail. Let's see if I can pull it up. This is the back tail. It's just a little fun fur costume, and then the hood. This is the hood for it. It's just, you put it over your head, and it has 2 little ears on the top, and that was the costume that my mom made me. You tie it with ribbon. It's just so cute. She made this, yeah, early 90s. So why this costume is infamous, I was a little chubby child at the time. I drank soda like it was water, and I also had a very large head as a child, apparently, because it still fits my head. So I also was like wanting to be a very svelte black cat, you know, like being a black cat on Halloween night was very exciting to me. So so if you've seen my illustrations that I sell in Halloween Hill Studio, my shop on Etsy, I have a black cat similar to this outfit. Some of this costume is one of the trick-or-treaters I paint often, and it was with one of the first ones I painted was this black cat costume and 2 trick-or-treaters. The other trick-or-treater was a rabbit. That's my friend Kristen. We trick-or-treat together every year. And the year I wore this, Kristen and I were trick-or-treating, and everyone in town thought that I was a black bear. No doubt. Oh, look what a cute black bear. I'm like, I am not a black bear. I am a svelte kitty. So I was like horrified that everyone thought I was a black bear. I mean, it doesn't really look like a black bear to me. I don't know. It was funny. It was, thinking back on it, it's hysterical. But at the time I was like, I'm a svelte kitty. But so you're always gonna see trick-or-treaters that look like my costumes in my paintings just because they're nostalgic for me. But yeah, so this is another thing that I have from my childhood that I'm glad I kept because it's just so many memories. Like this is like our iconic memory of why we love Halloween, because we had these memories as kids and like celebrating as kids. I do wish I still had some of the jewelry that I had back then. I had some Hallmark black cat earrings from the late 80s that I still wish I had. I'm like, but I don't. I'm gonna see if I can find my other costume. I'll dig up, maybe do part 2 of this and see if I can find some other sort of maybe like handmade pieces like this one. My dad might have some of these still. I'm not sure at his house, but I'm gonna look into it and see if I can find some and then maybe do part 2 of this video. Yeah, but do you still have your childhood Halloween stuff? Let me know in the comments. It's just interesting to see what people are able to save, because I think a lot of parents toss things out and then a lot of parents save everything. So it just depends upon which version you got of that. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Yeah, so that's a wrap. That is what I have mostly saved from my childhood. And let me know if you want part 2. Again, you can find me on Instagram for year-round Halloween fun under the Halloween Collector and Halloween Hill Studio, also on Etsy. And if you love my channel, please consider giving me a follow. I would love that so much. That'd be so great. But yeah, thanks for stopping by and keep on spooking.